My girlfriend cheated on me with an engaged guy from our new friend group, lied about it when I confronted her, and even after I dumped and ghosted, she tried to get back together. So here's what happened. My girlfriend and I had been together for 7 years. Over the past year, we both started hanging out with this new group of friends, and honestly, it led to us drifting apart in ways I didn't expect. I could feel her becoming distant, like a breakup was looming over us. Still, I kept trying, even though something in my gut just wasn't right. One night, I couldn't shake this feeling anymore. So I decided to check her phone, something I'd never done in all our years together. What I found there made my stomach drop. She wasn't just growing distant, she was actively pursuing this guy in our group, Jeremy, 28. Problem was, Jeremy was engaged. That didn't seem to bother her though. From the messages, it looked like Jeremy had started off flirting with her first. She didn't just flirt back. She told him we already broke up, which wasn't true. After that, she went all in, basically chasing him, and there were even chats between her and her friends, like Megan, 31F, Kara, 29F, and Amber, 30F, encouraging her to go for it with him. Jeremy, to his credit I guess, rejected her in July, choosing to stay with his fiancée, Olivia, 28F. But even after he said no to her, my girlfriend was still texting him, trying to keep the friendship going, or hoping something more might happen later. That's when it was all too much for me. I confronted her, hoping she'd at least own up to what happened. She looked me straight in the eyes and lied, said there was nothing going on. I knew she was lying, so I told her I saw the messages, and only then did she finally admit the truth. After that, I drove her and all her stuff over to Megan's place. I went completely no contact with her, blocked her everywhere, deleted her number. The first 2 weeks were brutal, but honestly, I started feeling better sooner than I expected. I think deep down I already knew it was done, even before all this happened. I even managed to go on a couple of dates during the 3rd week, just to see if I was ready to move on. Then, about 3 weeks in, Megan texted me saying she wanted to drop off some stuff my ex left behind. I agreed, just to get it over with. Turned out to be a few old photos of us together, and a handwritten apology letter from my ex, begging for a second chance. I read it, but I didn't reply. Of course, now my ex wants to meet and talk. Here's the thing. I still care, I still feel something for her. Part of me keeps thinking, maybe we shouldn't throw away 7 years just like that. That's what she keeps telling me, that we should at least try, not give up so easily. But it drives me crazy that it never seemed to cross her mind while she was chasing Jeremy, lying to me, and making this whole past year feel like a total lie. How could she not admit what she was doing when I confronted her? How could she betray everything we built together just for a shot at some other guy, and one who was already engaged at that? Even if I did still want to be with her, how could I ever believe she isn't only back here because Jeremy rejected her? After months, almost an entire year, of her pushing me away and making me feel empty, I realized I wasn't even happy with her anymore. But somehow, knowing all this doesn't make it hurt any less. Now my own friends, like Drew, 32M, Matt, 31M, and Lisa, 29F, can't stand her. I also can't bring myself to look at her friends the same way. They all knew what she was up to, and apparently thought it was fine. It's obvious none of this is fixable. I know exactly what I should do. Keep her out of my life for good. But I'm scared I'll cave and let her back in, so I'm writing all this just to keep myself accountable. I know in my gut she'll do it again if the opportunity comes, especially if Jeremy ever breaks up with his fiancée. She and her friends would just get better at hiding it, and I'd be the fool again. She hasn't changed, and she won't. If your ex can cheat emotionally, lie through her teeth, and only come crawling back after getting shut down by the guy she really wanted, it means she never valued you or the relationship in the first place. Don't even meet her. If you have to communicate, keep it to text, but honestly, ghosting her is the best. That's what I'm telling myself now. I keep replaying everything in my head, how she and her friends schemed, how she kept me as her backup, how I'm just her safety net now. She's only reaching out because Jeremy turned her down. Simple as that. If I let her back in, all I'd be signing up for is more manipulation. Maybe even her playing the victim and crying, making empty promises, or even threatening self-harm. I saw a friend, Chloe, 30F, end up stuck in a relationship like this for months because his ex threatened to hurt herself. In hindsight, he wished he'd called her parents right away. Instead, he stuck around 6 miserable extra months before finally leaving. When trust is gone, there's nothing left. No matter what, my advice, what I'm trying to follow myself, is to keep things strictly no contact or only text if you absolutely have to. You deserve better than someone who tells someone else you've already broken up, who's only loyal when it's convenient, who spent a year lying to your face. Update. First off, thanks for all the replies to my last post. Even though I didn't answer everyone, I read every single one, some of them more than once. It really meant a lot, especially in the middle of the night when my confidence wavered. In the end, I didn't meet my ex. She tried reaching out again after I didn't respond, sent another apology, tried expressing how sorry she was, but I ignored it. I wanted to. Really, I did. There were moments where I picked up my phone ready to text something back, but then I just drew a blank. At this point, I'm just tired, emotionally exhausted, and not sure how to even talk to her anymore. There's a part of me that's still sad about how all this went down. 7 years isn't something you just throw away, even if you should. But honestly, I think I'm starting to see some light at the end of this mess. I even got on some dating apps, just to see what was out there. It helped a little, knowing that the world isn't as small as it feels. Still, I'm careful not to lead anyone on. I know I'm not ready to really offer anything new to anyone. It even feels wrong sometimes, but maybe that's normal. With a bit more time, I hope I can let go of using all these distractions and finally focus on myself. What really helped was sticking to no contact, and honestly, the support and advice from all of you kept me on track. Whenever I started doubting myself, I'd go back and read your replies, and it would make me feel like I wasn't alone and remind me of what I need to do. So thank you, really. I'm trying to focus on myself now. I started going to the gym, hanging out with friends and family more. Even managed to reconnect with my cousin, Harry, 30M, I hadn't seen in years, attempting new hobbies and just meeting new people. She already wasted 7 years of my life. Energy and time I won't get back. I don't want to let her take any more. So I'm blocking her everywhere, living my life, and maybe for the first time in a long while, doing what's right for me. Thank you again for making sure I remembered my worth. Honestly, thinking of how she acted, it's so clear. She's the classic monkey brancher, just swinging to the next guy because it's convenient. When it didn't work out, she tried to come back to me. Now suddenly, she remembers what we had? Nah, she threw all that away the moment she told Jeremy I was out of the picture. She's only chasing me now because I'm safe and she thinks I'll take her back. She never respected me, or she wouldn't have betrayed me in the first place. That wraps up the whole story. This story shows how betrayal and emotional manipulation can destroy a relationship, even one with years of shared history. It's a tough reminder to trust your instincts and prioritize your own well-being, no matter how hard it is emotionally. I've got a question for you. What would you do if someone you loved suddenly became a stranger? Have you ever had to choose your own peace over holding on to the past? Share your thoughts below.